Good morning, friends. Today we are going to talk about the air pollution. I am going to tell about air pollutants because air pollutants of different particles and which is the one that is going to harm the body very much. We are going to discuss. Particularly, I am going to tell about the ill effects or ill health effects of 2.5 micron. Sometimes it is called as PM 2.5 or sometimes it is also referred as fine particles. See, if you go into the air pollution, there are a lot of particulate matter or simply many particles are suspended in the atmosphere. These are all mixture of gases and as well as dust particles. The most importance are, I think 8 to 12 are listed as a very important one. That is oxides, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and these gases react with oxygen to form ozone, ground ozone. Then volatile organic compounds. These are all simply called as, they come from the, I can give an example, come from the paint, varnishes, all these things will produce a lot of organic compounds, or it is also included under polyaromatic carbons. And how all these can get polluting the air or normally we inhale roughly 10,000 to 10,000 to 15,000 liters of air. Such amount of air going to our respiratory system for oxygen exchange. We need this much of oxygen. So if your air is polluted, naturally all these pollutants will go and deposit in the lung. Previously, we are all talking about the any particle less than 10 microns. It enter into your nose and enter into the trachea, windpipe, and also go to the bronchi to produce wheezing, coughing, asthma, COPD, bronchitis. These are all well talked. I don't want to go into this subject again and again, but I want to caution one thing. The particle size of 2.5 micron. Actually, lesser the particle, it goes penetrate into the respiratory system, and these type of particles, that is particularly PM 2.5, permeate the lung tissue and enter the bloodstream. That is what very frightening to hear. Once these particles enter into the bloodstream, they produce diffuse inflammatory changes. They almost affect all the organs. They can go to brain. They cross the blood-brain barrier, go to the brain. They go to the heart, and they are implicated with many cancers also recently. And in fact, science shows that these particles enter through the placenta and affects the growth of growing fetus. That is very saddening to hear all this news. So we have to protect ourselves from these 2.5 particles because unless we talk, even the very busy, they may be very, because they are all away from this field, they may not understand what is the impact. That is why I am talking this. 2.5 particles simply enter into our bloodstream. That is what I want to say that. And it also produces several health effects including intrauterine growth retardation. How to protect? See, if you analyze what are the causes for air particle or air pollution, I cannot talk everything. The most important thing is emissions from the industries and also emissions from the vehicles. We are using car, we are using truck, we are using aeroplane. All these things emit lot of oxides. But particularly when diesel is used, because of the incomplete combustion, it produces many worst forms of, or I say, very smaller size particles. And sometimes it also reaches the atmosphere because of the burning of agricultural waste. Classical example is stubble burning, widely talked in many parts of the world. Still they are following, particularly in the month of January, February, March. People are simply move from these places. They don't know what to do. You cannot protect ourselves from this sort of the air pollution. For example, if water pollution means you can purchase a mineral water, but air pollution you cannot prevent. So you have to do, you have to have some knowledge about all these things. People have a knowledge to spread the knowledge. Then how to protect ourselves? I already said, avoid going in a very traffic road, or avoid exposing yourself to very emissions that come from the agricultural waste. Some people, they will burn, they will sit in front of them. That is really saddening. They may not know the implications of that. Recently, I have happened to attend a housewarming ceremony as a practice, as a ritual practice. They produce heavy smoke. It's a very small room. Really, I think 1 or 2 to 2 hours, if you produce such a heavy smoke, everybody get significant proportion of these 2.5 particles. You have to avoid that one. And another important thing I want to say, that still there is some superstitions are happening. In some parts of the world, what they do, they had a lot of practice. So, during bathing the newborn, at the end of bathing, they expose the face of newborn to the fumes of myrrh. All these things are all directly causing a problem. You have to stop that one. And I think you all now you know how to that. But I am not telling about why. See, natural calamities we cannot do. See, wildfires are happening. One side, sometimes volcanoes are happening. All these things are all we cannot prevent. Even we cannot stop factories or coal industries functioning. That is not in our hand. But it is in our hand to stop going through the heavy traffics or choose a different time, and don't expose directly. Anything or any emissions that coming from the combustion is always a problem. So I have given some information, and because we don't know the causes of many mysterious diseases including cancer and all, so the best way thing is protect yourselves from these smaller size particle or fine particles, that is PM 2.5. Thank you. We'll again see in some other video.